Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was made Finance Minister by President Gotabaya. Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was appointed Finance Minister of the debt-ridden country on May 25th by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, an official statement said. Wickremesinghe, 73, was sworn in as the Minister of Finance, Economic Stability and National Policies. The five-time Prime Minister was reappointed to the job on May 12 following the political circus precipitated by the unprecedented economic crisis in the island's history. He replaced Mahinda Rajapaksa, who resigned to make way for his brother's plan to appoint an all-party interim government to handle the economic crisis. Wickremesinghe's office said during the 2 weeks he had been at the helm, he had re-established the island's foreign relations, taken steps for constitutional reform with the draft of the 21 amendments to the constitution, endured fuel supplies, and has been making preparations for an interim budget. Wickremesinghe, with just his seat in the 225-member assembly, relies on all the political parties to support him in his immediate task of reviving the ailing economy. Sri Lanka declared bankruptcy in mid-April, saying that it was unable to meet its international debt payments this year. The country has just started negotiations with the IMF for a possible bailout that Rajapaksa administration had been ignoring. Wickremesinghe took over at a time when the street protests were raging against the government for its mishandling of the economy. For months, people have been forced to stay in long lines to buy the limited stocks. Sri Lanka has suspended repayment of about $7 billion in foreign loans due this year, out of $25 billion to be repaid by 2026. The country's total foreign debt is $51 billion. The crisis has already forced Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, the elder brother of President, to resign on May 9th, and inflation rates spiraling towards 40%, shortages of food, fuel and medicines and rolling power blackouts have led to nationwide protests and a plunging currency, with the government short of foreign currency reserves it needed to pay for imports.